But are able to make some sort of play early on.
Whoa, whoa, look at all these tips. There we go.
Yeah, love between two teams. But are able to make some sort of play early on.
Whoa, whoa, look at all these tips. There we go. Series that we cast. Look good. He was hitting the drum there. Whoa, whoa, look at all these tips. There we go.
Yeah, love between two teams.
Okay, let's see how much they can actually secure the farm for Miracle too. So one thing I'm also looking at is they have a Kunkka storm lane, right? Like you can't imagine, like that doesn't sound like this like strong dual lane by any means. And their versus a Sand King plus a Skywrath. This is a pressure lane that wants to look to set up for kills constantly. So we'll see how much they're able actually to do down here as Liquid. They might have to bring the CM down pretty early on, protect and secure Miracle's farm.
Room-wise, 2 for 2s. No one really looking to gear up for a big fight.
Divine favors skilled. The Rapture. They're actually going to bring the Sand King to top lane, so they're wanting to not have that lifestealer in that matchup versus Enchantress. It comes up, but immediately.
He's moving over.
He's moving. He's not TPing either. He's going for the long walk.
Yeah, he knows.
He's stutter stepping a little bit besides. So yep, Miracle doesn't want to be laning versus the pressure lane, so which the Lifestealer Skywrath lane they want to do. Top, Sand King. We'll get quite a few creeps here by himself, and GH also. GH is now also core here.
A lot of harassment there from an AU.
Cuckoo? Cuckoo? Is Cuckoo just dead to GH?
Oh, yes!
Cuckoo? What? He just let him auto-attack him to death.
GH, he
literally just right-clicked him the whole time and got 2 nukes up, and Cuckoo just stood there. He just tanked it. He underestimated the nice attack speed. You know, we do know CM has gotten buffed a few times in the last recent patches for her attack speed. At that early rate, he's much stronger. Cuckoo?
GH there with 600. GH,
look at his face. Look how shocked he is.
What?
Mind control.
All right.
We'll soak that pressure down bottom. Cuckoo? Oh man, that's so painful. I mean, GH is so rich now. Boots, 500 gold.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
He's rolling the lane.
That just happened. That's Armel. Get the toss back onto the range creep.
Ooh.
He will. We hot.
That's gonna be a kill.
We're hit.
Go. So far the CS was. Armel was getting a good lead anyway. Tim's. Damn it. Lane.
As we expected, right?
Yeah, you are going to see Armel sort of take over this matchup.
Yeah, it's a tough one for sure. They already got the bottle. Bring out immediately on the courier. And the runes are already starting to spawn. Liquid, we do have tabs with the rune, but probably be able to get that one for.
Nature attend us.
Trader S onto AU. He's certainly been Gabby to focus on the creeps. Actually going to try and run down mind control a little bit.
They actually get the open wounds off.
That Nature's Attendance heal does end. With that in mind, they've still got mana on Tim. They're going to get this one. Ooh, maybe not with the stick charges. And 11 HP.
Actually is able to survive.
The stick will save him. He's able to get back and wait.
He does get that invis, fills up his bottle as well.
Refuel.
Heal us.
Blasted there, we 2. So yeah, Tiny of course gonna pull ahead in those last hits. We see the Sand King starting to recover, of course, after dying so low to the Crystal Maiden. Miracle will be able to free farm up top. We wanted to get with moving the Storm Spirit toward that top lane. They're holding this tri-lane here still on TMC.
Come get healed.
They wanted to put the pressure on the Enchantress. Maybe just keep guarding Gabby, making sure that we just get all that farm. Armel again. Toss back.
Has he got the damage though to block him up? Quite enough, but press being put on. In fact, we
Got hit by the tower.
yeah, makes the read to stand his ground. Raid hits back. Another suicide just from Tim's.
Yep.
In fact, arm out.
Arm out?
He walks in, verifies pop, but it doesn't matter. We with the pointing Gus knocks him back. And Armel just walks into his death there. Weehaw with
Armel?
the outplay.
I guess he didn't expect the Gus
He
to be
didn't
skilled.
expect the Gus. Weehaw.
All right, and now Weeha's got the triple Wraith Bends, but yeah,
Yeah.
Triple says like the quad Wraith Bend finished up.
All
He
right.
wants to go for it. So now his health threshold is too high for the Tiny, and his damage is also pretty good. All right, Weeha has just recovered.
Kuro. We chased it by Ian Tims. They should be able to get this one.
Holding the stun as long
Unless
as
he can
possible.
get the denied to Ancients.
Can he?
Oh! Yes!
Oh. Yeah, you
No! He can.
with that Bloodstone Batsy. Lots of damage, Chen, 62.
Yeah, the AU Chen. He's going to be making these moves. Cuckoo up top's got to be careful. He's very low. The sentry coverage.
In my control, trading hits. With that heal pop, he's feeling confident.
Tron being totally free on the top. 25 and 18.
Their main goal, putting the Enchantress bottom. I'm pretty sure they're fine with like anything that happens to my control bottom. That he's actually not even died anyway. He's
This'll
not
come
getting
in
like
handy.
12 last hits, but that's just fine. They're securing Miracle to get that free farm. And yeah, I mean, it's so massive that I was able to get that kill.
Cuckoo again! He gets GH with the right clicks.
He's queued up the drums immediately after that kill. He's feeling it.
This GH Crystal Main is terrifying.
They're surrounding Weeha. They have the mud golems, the shard golems.
There's one. For more, and he's getting back. GH is there by, so there's two, there's three, there's four. The tree out as well, but he's back to the shrine. GH is there, ready to guard him.
And now the right clicks.
GH is going to chase for a kill. The torrent's going to hit. They're going to be able to get AU. He cannot run away from this one. Another kill. GH out and killing.
He wants another one too. Look, he's giving the right click to Armel now too.
Yeah, Kuro's still got mana to play with. They could have a chance of controlling this. Armel's got the avalanche.
He actually attacks so fast with the Drow Aura as well.
TP over to
Armel?
Weeha with that short range TP to cut him off. The torrent is going to miss, but look who's waiting in the trees. GH is there hiding, right clicking him down. Give it to GH, dominating. 4 kills, 6 minutes in.
Yeah, I think he has the full drum.
Oh my goodness.
He can buy the full
GH,
drum any second now. He's about to have enough gold for it, pretty much.
best CM in town.
30 more gold until he has a drum. 6-minute boots drum. Probably the fastest we've ever seen on a Crystal Maiden in Dota 2. Full 5 as well.
Well, the 3-core lineup with the Drow Strap. I'm sorry,
This
it's
is
a
the
4-core
4-core
lineup with
yeah.
the Drow Strap.
Drow Aura Crystal Maiden with
Yeah.
that new improved attack rate.
GH.
Tims.
Oh.
Looking on here. Weeha, it does drop a bit low, but Weeha is level 6 now.
Third highest net worth in the game at the moment.
Oh, I love it.
Nearly higher than everyone on TNC.
I mean, yeah. That's just might be one of the fastest drums, period, right? I was thinking, I was like,
Yeah, who
fastest
else
drum, and I
gets a
couldn't
drum
think,
at
who else
6
gets a drum that early? Scabby does get rotation toward top as we do see he has to make those moves.
At midnight, they get on top of Weeha, and then TNC are able to outnumber. He blocks as well onto Kuro.
Nice
TNC
blocks.
control him. Get the kill. Double for Sims. TNC strike back, choosing to fight where the CM is not. So that is not where you want to go, and that's the players the TNC ultimate. You've got to try and abuse the areas of the map where GH isn't.
Yeah, I mean, it's problematic for them, though, because now they have to send Gabby up top or toward the jungle, pretty much, because he can't actually lane versus the Enchantress. Gabby, level 4, MC, mind control, level 6. So, Life Stealer, kind of in a weird position now, unable to really find a good place to farm.
GH, he has been found.
Carry's been spotted.
And they carry us down. They get the kill. It's a good amount of gold as well. Miracle will be able to find the trade.
Hey, you got the kill, though. Well, he's going to be really rich on the Chen there, but I would prefer to have that one coming up.
He wants, he wants to be like GH. Maybe he does want to be. Seeing these rich supports, he says, I want to do that as well.
Very true. Gabby's going to have a rough recovery period. Like, he's going to have to jungle.
But we have seen him do it before.
He has.
He did do it against Secret.
He wasn't the setback, though.
Sure, he's a full flowers net worth at the moment, sure.
Yeah, he's...
But we have seen him do it.
Absolutely.
And overall, yeah, everyone's relatively close, you know. He's sure he's down at the bottom, but there's only about 1k difference between that and towards the topper regions of the net worth.
Yeah, and they're already setting up here for this wraparound. They have the double shard golems, they have the centaur, as well as the sanking. They get this initial stun. Miracle should be brought down here.
They should have him with the setup, walking with the centaur, perfect chain lockdown, and Miracle's gone. TNC continuing to make these moves, AU around the map. The action going, and where's the cause that need.
And in this game, it will look to be, of course, your phase armlet. That's all kind of built here, coming out for Gabby as he's that straight physical damage that the 71-7 Drow will be able to pierce through that. And my control is super. He was okay. I got sacked bottom lane, by the way. Top 4 net worth, able to get level 7 super early in the game as well.
Space now. Moves the lanes the TNC had made. Kukin now showing his face down here. Lane. Poke onto Armel, but TP comes in from Tim's just in case any chase was there.
Fills up the bottle as well.
Miracle. Himself a support kill. GH is going to be there to help out.
Give the drum charge to your Storm Spirit.
Whining now.
Spot, so like we'll be able to secure the 2 top. TNC seem to be set for them down bottom. Have Armel and Tim's here. Certainly the burst that kill an edge. Rune as well will spawn bottom in favour of the Armel Tiny. And certainly look to try and make a play with that.
Yeah, probably think that my control is going to pick up a bracer as well as a cloak pretty soon. Lines. Starting to save up a little bit of extra gold, maybe.
Nature attend us.
Top tower is under attack.
Attack speed, you see that with the Drow aura, it really does start to make such a difference even early on. 66 attack speed on this Enchantress. Started the TP, but he stopped it. He looked like he was faking, trying to make a play.
Down here.
My control knows though, he's picking it out. Look at that, he's like, I'm gonna get dove, guys.
Dyer's top tower is just
Trade though, he'll push at least that top tower during this miracle. 5,000 net worth. He's got an absolute free farm in this game. 30 denies on him as well. Level 8.
Dyer's structures are
He shows his face. Does get lift up here. TNC, they want pressure on.
There they go. Here's the collapse, but they're good up prepared with the TP coming in. The question is, can they kill mind control in time? The sticks are popped, but GHMC for the freezing field does get cancelled by the avalanche, but it doesn't matter. They still kill out Cuckoo. Miracle on top of Armel. Armel going for the TP out. Have they got the damage in time? They haven't, so Armel will escape. But that dive, definitely something that Liquid were more than prepared for.
Liquid immediately TPing to try to set up and defend this mid tower. The mid tower will die, but they're looking for Gabby. Will be okay. Looking to get away there from. What if it is though? Say he's gonna be okay, but now AU also getting chased out, but my control running out of mana.
Dive any further, and they got the tower. Miracle and GH smoked on the side. They catch anyone here. The TP in from Cuckoo. Gusted, but no vision down. So he's safe with the sandstorm by the tower for now.
Play there. Kind of look elsewhere. Farm the enemy side of the map. Gabby starting to recover as you were saying. Phase. Gloves of Haste. Queues up the Midas level 7. Evolved, of course.
The show bottom trying to link up. Backs away as we'll see Liquid heading back down to that area.
Liquid's going to play a bit of the farm game now, right? They have the Drow Ranger, they're just going to back up, continue to jungle here at that really, really fast pace that there's no way that TNC can match the pace that Liquid's going to be jungle farming these next few moments. They're going to have to do some invasive plays to try to just set up some kills with, in particular, Armel. He doesn't have the Blink Dagger there, so it's quite a bit harder. And we do see, of course, the double bracer action. Farm at such a fast pace.
Until these blinks come out, TNC make those aggressive jumps and force pressure.
I think they should still be forcing. Look at the towers. Right? They have the Chen, so I think this is the right move down here. Trying to set up for AU to surround this bottom tower and just push it down very quickly because the tower moves damage. The Chen creeps. He's also set up 4 skeletons in the enemy jungle. It's a scouting type of rotation that does come from the... They are smoking up. It looks like they do want to set up to defend this bottom tower from the long ways. Skeletons sent out. Scout out. Will now spot AU. Yeah, he is microing. Dive very quickly. Tower, they won't be able to put the pressure on it at all. Preemptively have set up. Chase the creeps. GH, he wants him. Oh, delicious gold.
We get all 3 of them here. GH takes the last two. That's mine.
Mate, don't waste your
Miracle
time.
gets silenced up. He's walking the hunt. Armel's here though.
Miracle, the trap is sort of set, but still the movement speed. He's running around. Miracle's got a little bit mad. He said that he's trying for these kills, but he dies for it. That's a straight up feed.
That was a little like over aggressive. We'll call it here.
That's a lot of money for Tims.
It definitely is. And Tims is going for a pretty scary item if you are Miracle. He is going for a rushed Athos build.
Dire's middle tower is under
You
attack.
say he's closing in on him with getting kills like that. Blink Dagger's done for
So both of them.
Cuckoo. Yeah,
Armel
the
as well.
double blink.
Yep, double blink with a Skywrath as well. So
Wait up.
Tims, he's got partners now that he can pair up with those builds with Armel. Bottom lane.
There's backup coming in, and Cuckoo gets in with a 2-man epicenter. Armel's going to be kept safe. The rest of TNC ready to close down on the GH. Tossed over. GH will fall. The Avalanche again catching the 2 of them. They'll find mind control. Kuro's going to get the boat for him. Will allow it to get into response. Miracle back in. Try to focus down. Cuckoo. Cuckoo gets the bow strike off. They can't see him though. They've got the protection. They'll kill him off. Miracle diving in for more. Miracle again. He's into the tower, and Armel's going to be able to kill him off. That's a triple kill for Armel. As Miracle tried his best to turn things around, but just ended up feeding more money to Armel as TNC closed that net worth gap, shut it down, and Liquid, they're letting it slip away a little bit.
Yeah, it's an even experience change, but yeah, TNC coming out quite a bit ahead there after they get that kill there onto Miracle. Now Gabby, he's sticking down here a little bit too long. He gets gusted up. The control's coming out. The damage. Will he be able to get the range up? He's getting to the tree line.
Got the hand of God. TPs are coming down.
They want him.
4 heroes hunting for Gabby.
They can't actually.
Too speedy. Out of there. So, you know, Gabby's recovery continues. He's now top 4 net worth. This is the power of the Gabby Lifestealer. Doesn't matter how shut down he gets in the lanes. He always finds the places to be, and he will make that comeback.
Pushing this tower here as they do have that catapult, of course, too.
Dire's fortified, I see.
All rallied around GH. 1550 HP Crystal Maiden with double bracer drum. Taking up Liquid here, and the 4 staffs are starting to get queued up as we expected on Liquid versus a Skywrath lineup versus a Lifestealer. All they want to be doing is kiting and getting people out of those combos for the next few moments. Position down here looking to progression going. 8 heroes down to the bottom side as well as Gabby are just kind of...
See, quiet as the 4 there. Go for the play and head towards mid. Towards Gabby, but is Liquid round. TNC can get over to that Radiant Triangle area. Find the jump catch onto Miracle.
They want to get a ward up there. Have one. They do have one on Tim. Down, trying to get in here. Spotted.
Blink on him. He's in, there's the combo. TPs are coming in, but he gets absolutely destroyed by the high magical output TNC. The silence is there on mind control. The TP up for Tim does get cancelled by the boss by Miracle. Strike back, get Tim's in return. TNC though, they're going to try and fight for this. Is by the shrine. The boat is out. GH's freezing field will continue to persist as Gabby's rage wears up. He's got to back off. Armel pops the big charges, but Miracle's in. Has enough mana to get on top of him, and this time Liquid will punish TNC for taking a bit of a greedy fight, trying to push up, go for more around that shrine spot. Cuckoo with the blink timing will break himself out of there.
Very nice Cuckoo. But yeah, they go a
Instant
bit too
reaction from
far,
Liquid.
right?
Yeah, they get the kill and they stick around.
Tims went really deep forward in, and the team kind of got baited to try to help him out a little there, Armel. dropped off there because of it. Now Liquid can transition this in tower into some map control for themselves too. And they're probably going to get some D-wards out of all this too. They know TNC invaded this area. One or two of these, if not, yeah, one or two will get D-warded for sure. But you have to imagine. We'll know that that's there with the way they jumped Weehaw. Fine. This one's actually just on the...
It's just out of range, right?
Of it, right? They actually won't find these two for...
Pretty huge. You could definitely set up
really nice
for
TNC.
yeah, another play from TNC. Love that. Obviously, see, I'm going to try enough. They do.
He's killed.
The combo power of the Spire, this Mystic Flare, just almost guaranteed kill on a lot of these heroes. Even Kuro's there.
50 gold left for the 8 toast.
Yeah,
he's gonna have great ways to catch.
Now,
learn to Miracle.
Miracle.
He's going for greed.
He is going for greed. There's no defensive line being queued up by Miracle.
He's gonna depend on his teammates just to force step him out of that early on, pretty much. He does have protection, right? They at least have the Rom that can come out that does help him with that too, and he is gonna be pretty tanky.
I think if he's top the burst instead, set up the silence, the epi.
Easy kills.
Miracle is found out again on his own, a little too deep. GH was close by, but at least at this time before the force is going to be farmed. Yeah, nothing that he can do to keep Miracle safe there.
And these two are a big threat.
They can just kill. They just roam the map, kill as a duo.
Yep, now the Veil is also finished up too. With that Atos, they can easily set up for kills on anybody. You see the build as well, Tim's. 224, just maxing that Ancient Seal, making sure that he has that extra duration silence first. They're continuing to look for pressure.
Heroes that do get arm out, but there's Cuckoo with the counterplay. The two-man burst strike, sentries down. A lot of liquid here around the river as they look to fight. Focus coming down onto Cuckoo. Cuckoo will fall. The toss back there into the setup. Stun, beautiful setup from arm out. Followed up by AU's Centaur Conqueror. Let's see if they can get more. Mind Control is healing up. Gabby's rage will finish. They'll drag back arm out into this Torrent combo.
Miracle's respawn.
He is tanky. Armel will head up. Miracle going for the big zip, but the silence, he zips straight into his death. Miracle dies. As Armel, he finally falls. As he feels out, but the rage is back up. Gabby can get up to the high ground. They're still trying to chase Mind Control, starting to fall a little low on the mana. But the control's there from Kuro. It drags back Tim's. Liquid will be able to find the 3 kills.
Miracle is definitely getting punished for his greed. Jumping in that far forward versus a Skywrath. Not having any type of defensive items here whatsoever.
Time goes on and Gabby continues to survive these fights. That Radiance gets closer. Relic gold now done for Gabby.
He's actually top net worth in the game now, after being bottom 3 for quite a while.
This is why teams, you know, was a Chaos Elite, they were banning this out first phase. I think, you know, the Gabby Lifestealer, you gotta be scared of it. You gotta respect it.
Again. This toss back was so nice.
Yeah, into the
by Armel. It landed right on top of Mind Control too, so it was just like, oh nice, double stun. Pop, boom. They get the damage to be able to bring him down nice and easy. So without Weehaw also, their team fight becomes a lot weaker because they don't have the aura, right? You see Mind Control, his attack speed is so much slower with him throwing out those impetus. They really need to make sure they protect Weehaw, as he's got the Hurricane Pike finished up, and we see those BKBs being queued up next. Just trying to deal with that heavy amount of magical damage that TNC does have. Miracle. He's going for the greed still, right? Bloodstone, and then he's got the V. All just trying to protect Skywrath thing.
Found him here. And they'll get him.
What I missed.
Around this area with the Sentry, an easy pick for Liquid.
They're right next to the Roche pit too.
With the Drow aura, it's definitely a temptation. Will be spotted by TNC, of course, with that creep. They'll know what's going on.
Liquid,
they are without the Sand King.
They do have wards all set up in the area here too, so they have great information if TNC does try to set up for something.
And they should get away with this one.
Does die very fast.
It's hard to contest. Okay, Cuckoo's buying back. But Cuckoo back in the game. Liquid's got to be careful, and they will start to immediately back out of the Roche pit.
Yeah, they're not healthy on mana on Miracle either. He still has a Shriner next to him, but yeah, half mana here.
Here we go, next fight. Radiance is out for Gabby. Make that fight a lot more annoying.
They're gonna go for the fight right now. Tim's TP's back to base, gets raptured back in. They're gonna smoke and look for the play here. Key spot as well.
Fine, Liquid are going to play it safe, stay on the high ground.
On the top side. They know the here.
They're in onto Kuro first. Toss up. Can they burst him down? They can. That's one dead. Gabby looking to move in with the range there on top of GH. GH goes for the ult, but there's the cancel as Kuka's in with a burst strike. Can't be through onto Miracle. So that's enough mana to zip on the hug of the silence. There's a Mystic Flare. It's perfectly placed by Tims. There's 2-3 dead. There'll be a buyback for Kuro. We'll be able to turn and get both of the support. Tims maybe down with Gabby. Kuku and Armel, they're still going forward. Jump down to low ground for Kuku. He's on top of We Are. Toss on to Gabby. Brings him down to the low ground. They get another as Kuro, he bought back for this, but Gabby, he's going to be ready to dive. He has rage, he has open wounds, he taunts, turns. There will be a torrent, but Kuroki is down. TNC overrunning Liquid.
We said that ward might fight Liquid back, and it did. They still had the vision up on that high ground from the play that they made earlier in the game. They make that sneaky smoke, and they get the instant jump on Kuroki. The perfect target they could find. No rum, and Miracle, he gets Atos, he zips out, but then he gets silenced, and he gets hit by a perfect Mystic Flare by Tims.
Landing the Mystic Flare to perfection, and this is TNC's time to shine. Into the pit they go. Roshan will be theirs as Liquid now the ones to be behind. Overall in net worth, both Armel and Gabby sitting in those top 2 spots in net worth.
And that's what, 3 back-to-back deaths for Miracle, him unable to really do anything inside the fights. Here we see it again, with that vision on the high ground, they just instantly kill Kuroki. You see Kuku gets a great epicenter here, hitting onto GH, killing him immediately also as well. And Miracle, yeah, he just dies.
And Tim's just quick placement up on the high ground, knows exactly where he is, sort of trapped in as well.
And Weehaw, sure, he's focus firing one target, but they're already on top of him. Kuku was already hitting him, breaking that marksmanship aura, so his damage was reduced. And then easily from there, they collapse on him with those tanky heroes. Now bounty runes will spawn. They're set up on the top side. Smoking.
I'll take your treatment.
Sun is done on Miracle. Certainly the greedier of the builds, and he's got to be careful that he doesn't feed his life away again. Liquid, they're going to hunt for action. They are getting in on top of Tim. So Bloodstone charge to start things off for Miracle.
Yeah, he's got the Bloodstone, so the tankiness, and he even takes the 400 health out on top. Now 2200 health on that Storm Spirit. A little bit better chance of surviving maybe that high burst that we've been. Oh! Now are infested up. Armel also even got his items too much. He's got, he almost got the Aghanims with that Echo. We heard it.
Scouting up creeps, they will see it burning. No, but Armel's still able to jump in onto Kuroki. Kuroki gone and Gabby's ready to start looking for the second target. Towards Mindstrom wants the BKB. The pull down Miracle, looking to zip forward for more. Armel will fall. Liquid, they get one, they'll zip onto a second. Bloodstone charges for Miracle start to rack up. And he's not done. He zips straight in, look for the backline, for the silence down the middle again. Miracle, what is he doing?
He is playing way too aggressive versus a Skyrim.
What is he doing? Every time, he just zips right. I mean, it's as if he expects the rest of his team to have ball lightnings as well. They don't. He goes right past and he's defeated.
He can't be doing those plays without BKB.
As quick as he gets those Bloodstone charges, he loses them straight away. Back down to the default 14. Need Miracle to stay alive.
He's just got to be more careful with
He's giving away so much gold as well. It's really adding up those.
I mean, not even just gold.
7 deaths.
Experience too. I mean, Tims has a 30% experience gain talent, and he seems to just be given kills when Miracle does jump in like that. We see the fight here. Mind Control is doing a crazy amount of damage here, just holding his ground with that BKB.
I mean, surely
he's done everything, but
he just look zip. Pretty much did straight in.
Instantly
into Tims,
silenced.
Gabby, and Kuku, and the rest, no one else is able to follow that up.
Just gotta be more careful. He'll be doing those. I think he probably knows that for himself too. He's probably gonna be playing a little bit careful.
I mean, you'd think so, but then we said that a few of those plays ago.
That is. They have the items to protect it. They have that force stuff, and I believe Kuroki's having a glimmer too. But like you were saying, he's zipping way too far away for them to
Can't
even
reach
protect
him. No one can help him.
Yeah.
TNC, they'll happily take that as they just continue to take over some more of the map. Tier 2's gone down bottom. Gabby's farm continuing to rise as he now starts to pull ahead even of his own teammate Armel. They are going to see this farm just skyrocket. It's 309.
Yeah, they're all picking up some big items. I mean, even AU, inside of all these fights, he's surviving as this Chen a lot of the time. He even has, I mean, he's got a whole mech and a Vlad's for himself as this 5 position Chen. He will also be able to contribute quite a lot inside of the fights. Just that heal, that big burst heal with that divine favor. It's the hand of God. It can counteract a lot of Liquid's damage.
Radiant's middle tower is taking a drubbing.
You can't make these mistakes against TNC. TNC more than happy to take advantage of them.
They're setting up the sandstorm in the mid lane, and it's like, maybe it's a little bit of a trap.
If anyone falls for it. Cool, focusing on eyeing up that top lane, see if he can get sort of a pick off it. It's going to be that scan, it's going to catch out the fact that someone's in the tree line.
Radiant's middle tower is taking
At least by the town. Cuckoo might search for this miracle.
Miracle.
Cuckoo jumps in. They've got the lockdown and put the Bloodstone heal. It's not going to keep him alive as Miracle dies yet again. As TNC, they're just playing they're a fair few levels ahead of what Miracle's bringing to this game. They're outplaying him every single... I mean, he's outplaying himself.
They're always in the right place at the right time. Tim's always being there. Same thing with Cuckoo. They're playing it extremely well, but the Miracle is playing a little bit too risky still. Jumping forward there, not expecting people to be there.
Have a bit of a poke buying time for the rest of the team to come over, but then quite close enough to do anything with that.
He's still have a tier 1 tower. He's diving past the tier 2s. Now they'll look to just clean that one up here. Gabby. Aegis did get reclaimed about 18 seconds ago here, so Gabby, that Hyperstone here, and now they will claim this high ground as well. Liquid, they're trying to reclaim it themselves here with these boards here. Cuckoo will get spotted.
Yeah, smart. Able to dodge the combo with the heals. The rest of the team is out behind Liquid. They're trying to poke at this. Cuckoo breaks away with the first try. Mind drop on the BKB starts to move forward. Zipper from Miracle now will sit back defensively. They'll try and sit back away for the first kill to happen, and it will. The impetus is kill off Cuckoo. 1 for 1. They can jump in. Armel gets the toss back onto mind control. He's surrounded. Gabby's on top of him with the open wounds, but the force down to the low ground will save him. The trees being thrown in won't be enough.
Yeah, nice force step there from Weehaw. He's calling for it from one of his teammates. So he starts walking toward that there. And yeah, they lose Cuckoo.
Quid back to making a trade. The play for that Miracle. He zipped into this, but Armel's waiting with Gabby. Miracle.
Stupendous.
This time he'll live.
A little bit of scare. He probably had a little heart attack there for a moment.
Suddenly there's Tiny with a live stealer inside him. Yes, he will. He'll still hold on to the bounties. Go off the map. At least we'll give Liquid a little bit of breathing. Plays are unlikely to happen from TNC's perspective for the next 40 seconds.
Pretty good here so far for TNC with these tanky frontline cores, right? Versus that Drow Ranger, versus that Storm Spirit, versus that Enchantress being able to get in. Mind control definitely still being the biggest issue, though, it does seem, for TNC. 8-1 and 8. He's still dealing a heavy amount of damage, now also level 18, so that max impetus is online. He definitely needs to be dressed in the center.
Top, you can see. Cut from the high ground. Go. Maybe see if they can wait and use a bit of a bait. Miracle.
Miracle's gonna. They're like Miracle's gonna go for this for sure.
Oh, look at him! He got baited. TNC,
they got his number.
They really do. They are working Miracle this game.
They're just predicting him. It's not just Heen who knows him, it seems. It seems like it's all of TNC who knows Miracle. Predicting those greedy type of moves forward.
Uncharacteristic mistakes from Miracle this game. It feels like he's playing it like it's a pub. You know, he's sort of just going in, making moves. Yeah, everyone's off the map.
He's just taking too many risks. And like you said, they don't have that. They don't have like vision on the map.
And he is.
With the last few moments.
It's not like this is a mid-storm. He's their carry.
Yeah, he is.
He's their safe laner. There's a safe laner with a Bloodstone. It's losing charges.
And not getting that much closer to the BKB either. He has pretty much been stuck at that like 10 to 12k mark for the last 8-9-10 minutes or something.
The way that they're sort of giving up these kills, it's hard for him now to sort of say, well, yes, it's a jungle. It's a little too late for them because TNC had just taken over the entirety of Liquid's half of the map.
Exactly. They've lost the complete map control. Everything's pushing it onto their side every single time, and yet TNC just always making plays there as well. And they're just they're just camping this high ground here. Always ready to bring the fight to live. So yeah, they have the saves. Like we were saying, they have the, what, 3, I believe, 3 Force Staffs now? Yeah. 2 Hurricane Pikes and a Force Staff to try to protect people. But the BKBs are so important versus that Skyra sinking. They have given up so many kills before those BKBs.
Really
it's already 33 minutes and they don't have them finished up.
Roshan's up, TNC. Head into the pit.
They can
They'll be able to
easily
take
take it
it
down.
very quickly down. Liquid know where they can even push out the waves and get to this. TNC have just set up the map to allow themselves
Looks like
to make all these sort of plays without, with, you know, Liquid. They just do not have the room to get out and do anything themselves. This really is, again, a showing of why you have to be prepared for TNC. Team got a lot of brilliant ideas. They really like their draft this game, and you're sort of just seeing the impact of it. The fact that they have this high magical burst. Gabby, second pick lifestealer, it doesn't matter. They are that good with it. Gabby, we saw, 4th bottom in the laning stage. He's ended up at the top, and he's not just at the top, he's miles ahead at the top.
And it's cool that they even bust out something like a Skyrat, something you do not see very often. But you know, the Storm Spirit has a really, really hard game until he gets BKB versus that instant cast silence that does come out. It's very similar to, you know, the hexes that come out from the Lions, the hexes that come out from the Shadow Shamans. This is a very similar thing, but in fact, it just makes you take that much more magical damage.
There's the BKB.
There we go, he's got it. Did he end up? Yeah,
So now,
sold a null, I think it was, like, for it. Okay.
now he can feel a little safer making those zip-ins.
Ideally, he wanted to have the BKB so he can focus fire Tims and kill him during it, right? But Tims, he's got a Ghost Scepter, so he's got his own ways to protect himself.
He's got a Ghost Scepter. Armel's got a Ghost Scepter.
Yep, they're all building those items to protect themselves versus that heavy physical damage that comes out with that Drower.
Cuckoo. Coming on to Kuro. Kuro open wounded. Just Gabby is on top of him. Another Force. Force is coming into play. We'll get Kuro back up to the high ground.
Push them away, all the way back into their base though, as those bounty runes do spawn. Cuckoo immediately ports bottom, trying to set up for the both of them there. Away from GH. GH gets X'd, and he won't be able to get it. X back to the base.
And see, he can throw that lead. 11k net worth advantage.
Having this Aegis, having this cheese, continue to grow that lead and sit themselves right outside the Liquid base, just farm. Come out. The numbers prepared for you.
I'm surprised to see DOTA Plus. Some of the previous series we saw with TNC was normally DOTA Plus seemed to doubt TNC quite a bit. But in this game, DOTA Plus knows this really is an 80-20 game at the moment with the lead that TNC have.
TNC, they're going to actually start forcing the issue here. They've got 3 of the magic resist aura creeps coming in from the chat.
Yep.
Gabby. A lot of damage though. Save my control. It does hurt. A lot of damage on the tower there.
And so Armel or Gabby wants to go the ball over to Gabby, so Gabby can have the DD ready to go for the next fight. Another BKB out for
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
GH has got his ready to go.
Himself up on those ancients with the open wounds. They're still just camping themselves right here outside. Let Liquid get out to get any farm whatsoever because they have their they have their side covered. They have a ward on that right side there watching the jump too. Get out. You know, it's
Full E-blade on Armel. To maximize that blast.
And protection too. He can protect his teammates as well, which is really.
It's all about TNC getting the jump before the BKBs are out. You got those 2 very strong blink stunners with the Tiny and the Sankey, so certainly a possibility that they will come out. That's Liquid early usages.
Jump again.
The BKBs, they'll focus straight away toward the Sankey, but there they have with the Ghost Scepter save. Cuckoo's going to be fine. He's able to get up with the Forest Strike. Liquid's BKBs are going to start to wear off. Those BKBs usage, they didn't find the kills. Now the player will continue for TNC, and they'll run into the base. On top of Weehard, does get brought down to Mystic Clever. Cuckoo, he's in deep with the save. Forest Strike and Epicenter, not enough to kill Weehard, and now Liquid, they're turning. They'll take Cuckoo, they'll look towards Gabby. The controls there, Gabby with the Armored Buckles won't get away. The Aegis is popped. Cuckoo buys back.
And you is gonna probably bring him into the fight here with that Divine Favor. Oh, looks like we're having a little bit of problem here. Bug?
Bug?
What's happening?
Bug?
What's going on?
What happened? Whoa. What's the bug?
I know he bought back and he was trying to get divine favor.
Oh, it's just a keyboard. Well, I thought he was implying something was wrong with the game of Dota 2, and I was like, oh dear, but no.
Yeah, because he was trying to he was trying to
to
divine favor him back into the fight immediately after the buyback, and it looked like he was trying. He was sitting there like trying to cast and he couldn't. Like,
So he hasn't been able to. No, but he hasn't used it.
He still has it. Yeah, he still
Okay.
has it. He wasn't able to actually click it. That's what he was saying.
Oh, but he can click it now, right?
I mean, hopefully. That's what he was saying is he couldn't.
Blaming the game. This game is flawless.
They didn't have vision there. That was the most important thing there, right? They didn't actually have any type of reveal on Cuckoo when they jumped in with that epicenter on Weehaw, so he just gets glimmered and disengaged perfectly.
Because you imagine he's just tried to divine favor and it just didn't work.
Yeah, we'll see.
But now it should work.
It should work.
It should
yeah.
work, right?
I imagine so.
Yeah.
Look, there shouldn't be any the blocks. Let's
Yeah.
see.
How's he gonna do it?
No, he's not gonna do it.
But you'd imagine that would be the only reason why the pause, right?
Yeah, I mean, he said can't, right?
Can't call.
Can't call. They can't recall. I'd imagine that's the, let's still call the spell.
But then again, it's the 300 IQ play.
Maybe now they're just like, oh, we were trying to
It was a
recall
debate,
him.
you know. He didn't actually want to call him. He was like, oh, Liquid, I can't call him. Yeah, I tried to, but he didn't actually do it. But no, you're right. It probably just didn't. For whatever reason. Yeah, it was probably just something wrong with his chair or something.
Yep.
Not the game.
Camped here on the high ground here. They're still looking for the fight. Kuko jumped in. JH spotted. And BKB.
Miracle. Try hit. BKB's caught. Miracle, but he's taking so much damage there from Gabby. Miracle. Back out. BKB's been used by all three members of Liquid. They'll turn towards Kuku. Kuku out again. Spawn keeping him alive. Finally falls. They'll now turn towards Gabby. Gabby inside of A. Will be able to retreat. Armel jumping on the backline. He's found Miracle. Gab's Armel. Gets the kill. Will get dragged back into the turret. They've got the damage from mind control. Armel pops the cheese. Mind control's out of mouth.
Yeah,
The bash is there. Weehaw tried to beat BTP, but Gabby's on top of him, chasing him down with the raid. There'll be a buyback from Miracle. They're still trying to kill Armel, but Armel's alive. Gabby chases down a second. He's not done yet. Up to the high ground, up to GH. As TNC just destroying Liquid in all of these fights, regardless of the BKBs. It just seems like Liquid at this point, because they're far behind, they cannot get the kill during the BKBs.
No, they don't have the damage, especially to go through the tiny. You saw Armel, he tanked up so much.
Stood there at the front.
He had a cheese,
He
of
did have a
course.
cheese.
The cheese
He did have
gets
a
popped
cheese.
and he turns into entirely, but they're just so tanky. And with these Ghost Scepters that they have, once they dish out all that physical damage, they just pop Ghost Scepters and then they reset the fight pretty nicely there. As Tims has an E-Blade also for himself.
Three buybacks from Liquid. Trying to kill Armel. GH has popped the BKB, but again, Gabby with the bash is causing issues for GH. GH is trying to run. He's up to the high ground, and with the remainder of that BKB, he will live. On turns with the Avalanche, they'll disengage. TNC more than happy with this one, poking 3 buybacks out of Liquid and only looting Kook. They know the timing's 40 minutes is up, they'll go and get the runes, but we'll see back here how Liquid just struggle to win the fight even with these 3 BKBs.
Look at Miracle. He gets shredded by both Gabby as well as that tree volley right on top of him very quickly. The Ghost Scepters do come out, and we see how much save they do have. They just keep Ghost Sceptering and maybe even E-blading each other. Miracle does get that nice kill there, but Weehaw.
Look at Armel.
Yeah, Armel jumps in the backlines, gets Miracle, and then you see Weehaw. We can't even see him on the screen here. He isolated all the way far on the top right, trying to chase Gabby.
And they don't kill the Tiny.
Armel
Cheese is
pops
there.
cheese, and he's fine. Mind control's out.
It took all of his mana to bring him down low the first time. Mind control's unable to do it again.
Yep.
Gabby's lifesteal just... It's unkillable. 7-0-11, Gabby.
After having, I mean, he was level 4 to level 6 or level 7 in Champions at one point when he was just jungling, and he's able to recover like this with TNC's move control around the map. Just getting all those constant kills on Miracle, right? Miracle just having 10 deaths in this game on the safe lane Storm Spirit.
It feels like you're not prepared to have a good draw to deal with lifestealing. You've got to ban this in the first phase. They do mix around on Gabby, but again, the Ghost Form being offered his way, keeping him safe from the right. He's able to jump into AU, and TNC now look for this disengage. Miracle popped the BKB, but now the BKB is one off, so Miracle's got to get out of there. He cannot stick around. Again, these BKB durations just getting lower and lower, and it really feels like none of the usages have actually done anything. They got them too late, it feels. With those earlier force fights where Liquid were just getting destroyed with those overextensions punishing them, the BKBs are now out at a point where it doesn't really matter. TNC just wait them out, get out of the fight and get back in with a lot of success. It's 17k lead for TNC, and Liquid, they're unable to sort of shake this increase in gold that TNC is just constantly getting.
Yeah, they're just too tanky. It does seem to be like that, and with those Ghost Scepters, like we've said, they just beef up it. AU as well, right? The Chen, you can never take that out of the factor how much healing he does provide inside of the team fights with that mech, with that hand of God. They're all just beefed up. See all these high levels, of course, coming into play. Lots of XPM talent in this game.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Avalanche cooldown. We've been seeing people take more often. I mean, 5-second avalanche cooldown is pretty crazy.
This along Gabby.
Now we can stick on those BKBs.
And I mean, you've got to watch out if the Miracle doesn't zip in melee range.
I mean, if he gets a missile and then he gets bashed afterwards, that's the whole BKB if he did pop it. Already ticking down all the... He's still 7 seconds. Still has a little more leeway. Focus firing targets as that BKB gets lower and lower. Harder and harder. More liquid. It's not like they can like even just go for the backlines, right? Either like usually what we say is, you know, sometimes the backlines are really causing problems. The cores have to try to go for them here, but these backlines are tanky. This Chen is ridiculously tanky.
It's these two E-blades, well, two E-blades, yeah, and one Ghost Scepter. Yep. They're just stopping these kills happening. They're the dream item against this Drow Strap. It makes it impossible for the damage to be done by all three cores of Liquid. They've itemized perfectly TNC. Liquid's items, you know, sure they needed the BKBs, as I say, it just happened too late. They already gave it too much beforehand. We are.
That's the
on
BKB.
The BKB. Miracle's going to tip forward. It's silence. Cuckoo still alive for now. On the back of it all, Armel's looking for Weehar. The BKB will end. Weehar's been separated from the team. The Abyssal Blade's dropped down. Miracle's dead. He's dead without buyback. Dead for nearly 2 minutes.
And Weehar as well.
Again, these Ghost Scepters, Tim, should finally fall, but they've lost Weehar. It is a 2 for 2, but it's TNC getting both of the big cores on control. We'll be able to TP away every time. It's Weehar and Miracle getting taken down, and Miracle does not have buyback available for this.
Done for 100 seconds.
As TNC, they're up to the high ground. Armel is in straight away looking for the setup, Gabby. The open wounds, the buyback will be forced out by Weehar.
Come on, Sprites.
Armel
Getting focused. He's got the Ghost Scepter.
Goes in from some of the right click, but now Lane Gabby tries to move in, looks towards Weehar. Weehar able to shove himself back to safety with the Hurricane Pipe. For the control. Get away on to GH. Won't quite get him.
Nice play there from My Control. He actually used the enchant to dispel the Ghost Scepter there so they could keep getting that focus fire. He got re-Ghost Sceptered, but then the magic damage was enough.
Teams as well. The drag back. Liquid will be able to hold. Will be able to get the kills. First time starting to put a bit of a dent into that lead the TNC have.
And that was a Tim's buyback too.
Gold for my master.
Right outside the Roche pit as well. 100 seconds, no Skywrath.
All right. Be the start of a bit of a comeback. Could get some space.
Scout this one out here.
No, they're going to get it quick enough with the DD. It should be an easy Roche for Liquid.
Hellbear Smasher in. About 3rd HP on that Roshan. They're starting to make their way over. Cuckoo.
They get in the pit.
The impact. It's done.
It's low.
Oh, they did it with
TNC jumps in. Can they get the kill? They're trying their best. So they do. Brady did with Cuckoo.
He's got refresh start.
Snatches the Aegis. Cuckoo will be able to grab the Aegis. Refresh blocked by Gabby as he can turn. Get the bash out onto Kuroki. Kuroki will be surely dead as he's invis, but he's burned down by the Radiance. Cuckoo gets there in time.
Cuckoo gets Aegis. Gabby gets both Refresher Shard and Cheese.
They got everything.
Pops the Refresher Shard for, I think, actually nothing, but he just popped it for the inventory slot so he could get the cheese in there really quickly.
It didn't look like they make it,
That
but
play by
force
Cuckoo.
forward straight into the pit at the perfect time. Cuckoo.
And they're so fast to pick up the items as well in the midst of everything. And then we see that.
They take it all.
They're right there.
Take everything from that Roche.
The one opportunity it looked like Liquid was given in this game to be able to try to get some way back into it. Gets denied there by Cuckoo. Great plays, that aggressive 4-step blink forward. getting his life stealer into the pit immediately. Did look like Liquid was going to get away with it, too.
It really did. They had the DD on the drow.
Especially how they set up.
TNC had, what, 3 dead?
Yep.
Amel did buy back.
Yeah. The CM as well as the Kunkka, right? Both Kuroki as well as GH, they walked up toward that high ground. They're like, we need to stop the Blink Daggers. Like, anything we can do. Try to find the Sanking so he can't get in the pit. But, yeah, Cuckoo pierced right through all of them. Push. Continue. SAU brings Tims. Second.
Nice they go. Cuckoo. Let's have a bit of a poke with GH. First throw wasn't quite getting it. On the creep wave, Gabby. Bring Drax down a pond. Gets into the pond, they're in straight away. Sanking.
The BKBC
And of course, it's going to be popped. Died at once. We just bring him back from the dead. TNC still hang about the base. Gabby. Go back in, finish up the range racks.
Trying to do a little cute play there. Blink staff. Blink tries to force staff mind control forward.
Don't reveal the new items, Fog.
Sorry, my bad.
Blink staff. Now that would be. Actually, how would it even work?
Might cause more problems than anything. He tried to force staff mind control aggressively into it. They do have that momentum, going to be pushing in toward it from top as Liquid. Something sneaky here. For this 5v5 fight that catches them off guard. They have the gem as well on GH. Still on cooldown for the CM for a couple bits and high ground here. He's in the front line if he's next to the AC and the Solar Crest. That's a 53 armor. When he gets the Solar Crest. But yeah, everybody, look at them. Look how much armor they have when they're rallied around each. Skyrath, of course. They're going to try to walk in onto the high ground there without that tower there.
You get the jump. Cuckoo. I'm ready for the initiation. If it's pushing out, just show. We'll see the. I think the Radiant's burning those creeps too, so they'll. Gabby's inside him.
They're playing it pretty cautious here since it was that ages before. So they have this big advantage. We have 30 seconds. Those bounty runes will be spawning.
I mean, just sort of a good showing of how much difference the map control makes. You look at the kills, right? It's 32 to 32, but there's a 22,000 net worth difference. 22,000 when the kills are equal. Showing how much more, you know, really the definition of sort of empty kills and good kills, right? It's
exactly. Miracle is 11 deaths, right? You look at those, like Tim's has 9,
it's
AU has 7. Most of the supports, Cuckoo has 10, but Gabby has 0.
Yeah.
On their side, mind control. He still only has the 1 death as well, too. Really solid performance. All that map control move. Goodbye. They're farming up for their, last level 25s, I believe, here on TNC. They're Cuckoo's just about, yeah, all 3 of them are about to have it, pretty much. Finish up those before you really force too much of the fight come to. Of course, you can take it, but they've also picked up, I believe, happened a little bit ago, but the Blink Dagger on Gabby. They can get on the back lines. Is one of his own. Full mass. So having a full heart queued up if he wants to sell out something. He actually sells something. I guess he's kind of broken.
The full heart?
He did.
Huh.
So,
it's your favorite? Would you like to explain?
So the heart with lifesteal, of course, we know it works.
Get your frogs ready.
Yep. Works with feast. Works with open wounds. Also buffed by divine favor. So the health, the restoration amplification right now on lifesteal.
Health regen.
Health regen amplification is incredibly high here.
It works with feast and open wounds.
Yeah. And probably with infest, I'd assume too, right? You probably get more healing out when you pop out too.
It absolutely does.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
So you'll see, you know, as open wound time, 2 hits, he's going to be full HP.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Maybe 3.
Maybe 3. He doesn't have the talent, which you saw a couple of people taking.
Sure,
the 50% ones, but yeah, he's going to be life stealing. Like,
it's going to be very hard for yes, as long as he's able to keep targets.
And he's naturally just very tanky. It's a heart. It's a heart giving, what, I think it's like 1,000 something.
Miracle's going to go for the combo place. He's got the Agony Scepter.
Okay, their initiation was the one thing that Liquid has been pretty lackluster. They don't really have that natural initiator because they have an Enchantress in their lineup, unlike when it's sinking. So this is going to be that one to at least try to give them that better form of initiation here.
I've got good follow-up, I guess. Kunkka, Torrent, and Boat after a good sort of multi-man pull-in with the Vortex. And get the CM in position for the freezing field. They have got the combo. Problem is, TNC, they've got a very, very good team fight combo themselves.
They're playing it really smart and safe here on TNC. No need to force the issue going for a high ground. They have a minute until they find out when Roshan is. They've just got another level 25s. They've got absolute map control. Just wait for Rosh, wait for Aegis, wait for Cheese, get your Refresher Shard plus your Aghanim Synth, and then you can look to go for that player. This game he does take the Hand of God heal. I think count that overall I think is a better one, just because how it's 1200 healing when you're next to Divine Favor, and for a Lifestealer with a heart, it's gonna be it's gonna be 1800 healing probably if he's next to Divine Favor, maybe more than that.
Let's do the math. So it's 20% heal increase, right?
Well, Gabby's getting focused.
Yeah, I'll do that. Do math. That's why Doctor's correct.
Yeah, 2 plus 1. As soon as he pops out, he's gonna be full HP, right? And, okay, almost full. 1 or 2 hits.
Just a couple of hits and
it's lifesteal.
Right back up.
Now be giving a Cheese. Up. Well. Gets pulled.
Track back. Mind Control popped the BKB for this one, and the BKB is going to wear out. Doesn't get a kill.
Drops pretty low. Just the mech alone healed him for over 600 because of that heart, plus that Divine Favor next to him.
As we're just allowing them to get away with this sort of poke and prog gameplay. Moving up, resetting. Miracle's going to zip in off the backlines, goes to the Vortex, only gets the one of them. Invisible Blade down, Mystic Blade dead. Miracle's dead!
He's got the buyback. That's probably why he was saving the BKB, but...
I mean, you're giving them the benefit of the doubt there. Trying to find a reason why I didn't use that BKB for going in.
No, he's hit this tower here.
Back in he goes.
Gets hit pretty hard here by the rest of the team. Gabby dropping low, the Impetus. E-blade him up just in case. And he finds himself a free camp. He's
got the heart right. Yep. He got the active of it.
Ayu was pulling it over. He's like, hey man, you can open... Oh wait, you have a heart, just kidding. Slow siege, Dust, Weeha. Trying to slow it down. GH though.
This time it's a little too far forward. The Abyssal Blade's down on him and GH is dead. They cannot force him away in time. Buyback from GH.
Impetus. Really starting to add up.
The fortification to keep this push up with the creeps. Back out. 3 towers falling. They'll focus him, but he's able to pop the rage, keep himself on the high ground, take the tier 3s onto the melee ranks. Now's the buybacks comes out from Miracle. He'll look for the zip forward. He'll put the BKB this time. He's trying to chase Gabby. Gabby's rage. Miracle can't quite find the kill. They're hiding in the trees.
The tree
forward. They're going to look for Weeha. Weeha's having to put the BKB as they're back up to base. Liquid cannot find kills yet again during these BKBs.
Miracle jumped forward. My control was at 0 mana when Miracle jumped, literally 0 mana. And then they all just got hit by Tree Volley in the backline and got dropped to 20% HP. They had no follow-up. Protected again. Constant Ethereal Blades.
He's also still got that cheese, you've got to remember.
Yep.
Miracle trying to clear out the creep wave.
Didn't quite get it though.
Did not. The angles weren't there. Pay attention in geometry.
Heavy. Continue to get poked out. My control again at 400 mana. Almost out here.
Forward. He's in. They've got the catch, they've got the stun, a force to the side and a force back will separate Mind Control from Gabby.
Come get healed.
BKB is just being popped every single time by Liquid. Miracle trying to try from jump. It's a 2-man vortex. They're focusing down one, but again, the saves the heals. Gabby's ready to just turn straight back in. Mind Control's silenced. He's low on mana as well. Mind Control Miracle's still trying to fight. They're focusing down Gabby.
He's still fine.
He is still, and he's still got that cheese. There's the pop. Another vortex drags him in. Cuckoo straight in with a 2-man bow strike, catching the both of them. They're on top of Weeha. Weeha puts the BKB, but the Abyssal Blade's down upon him. Weeha's dead. No buyback for 2 minutes. As he's not got the money.
Gabby's just way too tanky.
As Weeha, he's not got the money. He had it, but he's 500 gold short. He didn't save up. TNC
quickly takes out the racks. That should be the
What
Megas.
can Liquid do? They haven't been able to do anything for the last 35 minutes of this game as TNC.
They can't kill the targets.
They've had complete control, TNC.
Yep, there's just way too much tank ability coming out here from the cores of TNC, and just so many different forms of save coming out from these Ethereal Blades, these Lotus Orbs, everything coming into play here. They claim those Megas, not even having to go for that 4th Roche. Lifesteal up back to full very quickly. Heart kicks back in.
They can just push on and do the same to the tier 4s that they did to the racks.
Again.
They know themselves. You know, TNC, there is no rush whatsoever.
Nope, they can go pick up the rest of their items. They've got a full Bloodthorn now.
They can go and get Roshan.
And now they can back up.
Get that Refresh Shard and Aghanims. Who would like an Aghanims this game?
Oh yeah, Tims.
Tims.
He's got one queued already. You might not even give it to Tims because he has a 300 GPM talent. So you're like, Tims, you're gonna get it on your own.
Tims, don't let the rich get richer.
Yeah, we'll give it a Cuckoo. Cuckoo deserves it.
We'll see.
Not for myself, but for the cause.
This game, this draft, and this play from TNC, it's just absolutely it's made Liquid crumble.
It really has. They've been positioned like perfectly every single time, and they got a lot of space when Miracle did die a couple times. Miracle does jump forward, but he's alone, just a long zip forward. They will just get full healed up from that mech.
Who's getting what?
Tims already has his own Ags, so I'd assume you give Cuckoo the Ags.
Yeah, there we go.
And he probably should also get. Who's gonna get the refresher?
You want it on Tims, right?
Oh yeah, they get the refresher to Tims.
Just to be able to throw out a ridiculous amount of damage. Not on the same target, right? You can't stack Mystic players, but
you can throw 2 on top. You can Mystic Flare, Refresher, Mystic Flare for sure. The same ones can't do it. You can't. Your Aghanim's other one won't do the second damage. But if you Mystic Flare, Refresher, Mystic Flare, they definitely do. They definitely will test that though.
okay.
For sure. 2 different instances of spells. Taking the precision or attack speed. I mean, they're trying to find any type of damage.
GH has said, "What are you scrubs doing? It's my time. Step aside, Miracle. Step aside, Weeheart. I'm going to show you how it's done." He's got the Deso.
Same build as yesterday.
It's all up to GH. He's had enough of his so-and-so carries, and he's ready to do it himself.
46k deficit though that he's gonna have to pierce through, and also a 100% win rate according to Dota Plus.
100% Dota Plus.
I didn't think it was gonna say it. I've never seen it actually say the 100%. It says the 100%.
It knows 100%. This one is in the bag for TNC. No surprises. They are sitting with Mega Creeps at 46k. We have seen a fair few Mega Creep comebacks, but I don't think.
No, they haven't. I haven't seen Liquid on the opposing. I haven't
inkling that this probably isn't a game with a Mega Creep comeback.
I feel like Liquid hasn't left their base in 25 minutes. Right? They've been trapped in here. Gabby will take a chunk of damage here. Will he actually lose this one? No, he will not lose the Aegis this time. The mech. So that solo press will be the same. Heart will reset and a quick full heal. Seconds. Be back.
I mean, maybe if GH does get the crit, maybe
He's get shredded.
if GH wins this game,
He's gonna get shredded.
if GH wins this game, this will be the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
Gabby's starting to hit way harder now.
But it's
with
not
the Bloodthorn.
TNC looking to close things up. Onto the tier 4s they go.
Look at the damage that does come out though on Gabby.
Okay. GH is in the zone.
Oh, he picked up the Holy Locket as well on the Chen, by the way. Even more healing coming in from that hand. Got it back. I'm gonna look at the healing stats at the end of this game. That's one of the ones I want to look at. Heals. They've actually given the refresh sharp to the Chen too. So
The jump. Gabby's gonna be focused again. Gabby.
They got it.
Just for DNC, they get one of the tier 4s. Now look towards Cuckoo, you'll stop. The boat comes down. They get the all the tags. The combo is there. They're bringing them low. Meg's gonna be popped. TNC, they're low. They've got to get out. Armel's gonna die. They'll wants another. Gabby. He's moving in. He goes for the match, but they've got the kill as well. Liquid are holding.
they pulled this time.
No, this can't. No, there's no way, right?
What did Dota Plus say now? It still says 100%.
It still says, I mean, to be fair, as a system, if you say 100% and then you go back, I mean, you're kind of all in when you said 100%. But there's no way. There's no way.
That was a dream vortex for sure.
There's no way.
A lot of damage coming out very quickly there.
I'm over here.
If Liquid win this game, I will seriously start questioning my very existence. Like this, there's no way, right? Can GH really do it?
He's got the crit. I mean, look at
They
those
just
vortex.
killed their 2 cores.
It was
their 2 massive cores.
It was the most beautiful vortex possible
Yeah.
coming in. The Hand of God was still on cooldown. I don't believe he actually got to move the refresher shard to be able to use it again. Look at the pull into the boat as well. It gets
What
patches
the-
absolutely everybody. With the TM
Yeah.
field as well. Everything pretty much hit them at the exact same time.
See him late game. It is no joke. DD rune as well.
He's like, I'm taking
What
this one.
the-
He's like, all right, maybe my control thing.
Dude, no, give it GH, dude.
Double
My control's
That's
definitely
disappointing.
Oh, it shifted 1%
Well,
now for
no,
Liquid.
well, if you said 100% Gaben, you can't go back on yourself. That's not how it works when you say there's a 100% win probability. That's not maths. It's not math. Some Valve maths there.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
42k.
This is the
have
first time they've gotten out of their
fingerprints.
base in a very long time. All
Yes.
of TNC respawning. See that little
There's
dip?
A little bit of a dip.
A little dip.
A little dip. Going for the blood on GH.
I mean, everyone's so tanky.
I mean, there's no way. But they just killed them. They just killed Armel and Gabby.
If they can keep getting the combos like that.
Honestly, there's no way, right? There's no way.
I mean, there's an arcane rune now as well on Miracle.
Yeah.
He's getting a lot of items
How's the
built
buybacks
up.
look for Liquid? They've got a second life to sort of hold if
They've got quite a lot of them. Just Weehawk doesn't. They got to sit
Alright.
themselves inside the base, though. It's still way too difficult for them to go
They
out.
can absolutely deal with the Megas, with the Ags Drow. I feel like TNC ends up in a lot of these games, where they have like a 40k lead. It looks like there's absolutely no way, and then there's actually, wait a minute.
They're still getting
that
They're still
1%.
super strong though. They're getting so much farm because they have all these GPM towns also kicking. So
But
it's
do they
Tibbs
have-
is still scaling as well. He has a lot of room for growth as this supports Skywrath. Look at Mind Control's hero damage in this. 88,000. Only 1 death so far in the man.
So what's the dream build for G? The Bloodthorn done.
Bloodthorn Rapier. Let's go. Too risky. Inching forward, TNC as well.
I'm sure you just jump the CM, right? Or this is hard with the BKB.
He's scared of
They got him. They got him. They haven't got him. The Forces, they can save it again. Miracle. He's in with a 3-man vortex. Now we're forced from behind Judge, focusing Gabby. Those one will give Gabby some sort of safety. Zipping across Miracle, getting his remnants built up. They're going to lose their Yuko. The heals come out. They'll turn. They'll kill Miracle. Miracle holding on to the buyback for now. Now a buyback change with a freezing field in the midst of it. It will be they get Miracle. The 2-man vortex. He's zipping around. They're popping out the mid. They've got Gabby. They're going to look towards Cuckoo. They'll get Cuckoo as well. It's a double kill for GH as Liquid are holding.
You have got to be kidding me right now. Miracle's getting
What?
the dream vortexes in these scenarios.
my.
All of TNC is immediately panicking inside of the fight. They're just backing up, trying to reset.
What are the TNC? What do
Oh
they do
my
now?
God.
They're trying to end the game, but they can't.
Did they even kill? Did they even kill GH? They didn't even kill
he
GH.
was.
He actually
They
even
forced
got
him
out.
back. The double,
Oh
the
my
4-star
God.
plays kept him safe. He's out of there.
Are they actually doing this?
I mean, sure, there's got to be a point with it. You
It's
just
3% now.
Valve, come on.
It's shifting. Here we go. Miracle, he looks for the perfect opportunity. He's waiting. They jump GH, and Miracle's just waiting in the base to get the perfect grab, gets the 3, and then you see what he does. He Shivas, and then he's just, like you said, just dropping the remnants. Even though there's so much heal coming out, AU popping the mech, pops a Hand of God, he actually dies as he pops the refresher shot up and lands. So he has to buy back and actually use the heal to try to help out his teammates there, but Liquid, they're actually starting to bring it back. Mega creep comebacks in this tournament have been extremely real.
The stats are certainly there when it comes to mega creep turnarounds, but in this game, where TNC was destroying from 25 minutes onwards, they had a 46k lead. Can Liquid really do this?
Starting to get themselves outside of the base a little bit here. I saw immediately also TNC after they jumped.
It was 95%.
It's shifted to 5.
shifted.
It's shifting.
It's shifted.
They pinged. So immediately after they jumped the Crystal Maiden, I saw like 2 of the players I think from TNC. They pinged Storm Spirit is missing. So I think they're looking. They're like, all right, we have to stop jumping at pretty much anybody except for Miracle. But Miracle is sitting inside the fountain. So they actually can't really look to try to grab him before he does go for those plays, so...
What? How do you end this?
I wish I had the answer.
How do you end
I wish I had the answer for you, Owen.
TNC, how do you end this? You've tried 2 times now, and all it's done is it's lost your... You're giving the money to Liquid. Liquid's getting back into the game.
They've got to just split themselves up better, not getting 3-man pulled. 2-man Vortex might be okay, but I think the 3-man Vortex is causing 3+ Vortexes is giving way too much of an issue, because it causes all of them to just panic. They, at least now, I believe Armel, he did pick up a BKB, so he has a 10-second BKB now to be able to prevent that from happening. But throw logic out the window here. Rallied around. Prepared for their growth as well. Like we were saying, TNC, they still have some growth here on their supports and stuff, but
get the rush.
They have a lot of growth here on their cores that they can still do.
Get the rush, no, get another Aghanims. Who's this one going to? So
you give it to AU? Yeah, AU, and then you can get some Ancients for the team.
Sure.
Okay.
But I mean, if Mega Creeps aren't doing it, our Ancient's going to do it.
They can start really forcing it and doing the push, right? But still...
Well, what Ancients are you after?
I think the Dragons are pretty nice.
Dragon.
I mean, any Ancients you can find really in particular is going to be great, but I mean, Prowler also could be good, reducing physical armor by 50% if you're able to get it in, but it will die to all the magic damage and everything. So I think the Dragon's usually probably the best one. The Dragon and then the Granites for some health is... The Euls does come out, but... The Arcane Rune. So now it's an Arcane Rune storm they got to deal with. Taunting outside the base. Inside the base, that is. The siege. For the 30th time, it feels like. They get him.
They caught GH will buy back mind control, focusing down Gabby, but that DD rune is bringing Gabby low. Zip forward, they'll look for the ball. There's only one. Gabby's low, arm the top, keeps him alive. Mind control, BKB pop. Heal your heart, double Mystic Flare, bursting we heart down low. Continue to zip around Cuckoo. In silence, but again, the Ghost Form will get him out. Armel committing with the BKB. The Ancient now exposed. Toss back on Kuro. Forces back. Another force. Trying to get Kuro back towards the fountain. The Avalanche is there. Simple Miracle. He gets the 2 of them. The focus by GH. He's got the right 6 damage from Tims. He's got the double. The Magical's enough. Simple Cross. Trying to catch it about Miracle. Continue to lay down the Rebels. They kill off AU. Cuckoo goes to the fire straight. They kill GH. It's a die back on the CM. The carry is down. Tims is leading up. Ultra kills there. Only Miracle and we are left alive. This should be TNC able to shut the game down as 3 dead on Liquid. They'll pop a fortification, but with TNC having 4 up, is there any way that We Are a Miracle could hold on their own? I don't think so.
So the 3-man pull,
They're going to try the pull. The Abyssal Blade drops down onto Wheel, forced back towards the fountain. Gabby's diving. He's trying to chase it. We Are finally drops. They're all dead. No buybacks. GG has called it. TNC breathe the biggest sigh of relief that they ever have done, as they will manage to close up game 1.
I think all of us breathe a little bit of a sigh of relief there. I think Valve as well, right? Too. They're like 100%.
But they're run the numbers on that, Gaben.
They're able actually to close this one out with some really clutch plays. The four step, some tossbacks as well, but Liquid with a pretty impressive hold there for a solid 38 plus minutes.
GH nearly did it. He nearly did it. He stepped into that carry roll. Let's have a look at the damage. Let's look at the numbers. So
what do we got?
Mind control, of course, you said at the top, 104,000 hero